Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel English Literature. We have completed Old English period, then medieval period and then Renaissance. And after that I feel that we must discuss about some important topics like Wycliffe's Bible, Utopia, Caxton, translation of Bible. These are some important topics that we must discuss before entering into the Elizabethan period. So that was these topics I want to make some videos on, and I have already made it. And after that we will go to the Elizabethan period. And I am quite afraid that like Renaissance, it will be a vast journey, a long journey, lengthy and also strenuous. So we have to make a plan, a strategy again for the Elizabethan period. And what will be our strategy? We talked about Old English period, then we also maintain a strategy, step by step, geography, history, then literature. For Middle English period we have strategy, we divide it in three parts: before Chaucer, after Chaucer and Chaucer. Before Chaucer, Chaucer and after Chaucer. And then for Renaissance, I just cannot remember, it was total 11 videos and there were several parts. And then I just take a break, and there I will talk about, we'll all discuss about what? Some topics, some important topics like Wycliffe's Bible. These things we will discuss separately, not included in any particular period, because they include in the medieval period. But these topics are very important topics and they need special attention. Translation of Bible by others, various persons, translation of Bible throughout the ages by various persons, various scholars. And then Caxton, Utopia. So there are some topics like this that I just discussed in separate videos, not included them in literary age because they demand special attention. And now we'll talk about Elizabethan period, and we have to make a mind map. So let's start how our plan will be. We are entering a battleground, and first what we'll do, we just talk about Elizabethan period in general. Elizabethan period in general. And we have already talked about Tudor Dynasty. In the Tudor Dynasty, we are introduced to the characters of rulers and kings and queens. And Queen Elizabeth was the Tudor queen. So in Elizabethan period, there will be introductory video. And the Tudor Dynasty, you must watch Tudor Dynasty to understand more clearly what the Elizabethan period is going to be. There will be an introductory video. In that introductory video, we will discuss about the general features of Elizabethan period. Actually, what happened in Renaissance, they developed in full-fledged flame in Elizabethan period. So we will discuss that characteristics, features of Elizabethan period in that introductory video. And now what we will do? Elizabethan literature. And this will take too much time to discuss, because in Elizabethan literature it is a vast panorama and we have to divide it in many parts and discuss part by part. Mainly three parts we will discuss, that is Elizabethan poetry, Elizabethan prose and Elizabethan drama, that most important feature. Obviously these two are also important, but drama is the most important. Again, for poetry we have to discuss the previous themes like that we can include here in Turtle's Miscellany. At the very early dawn of Elizabethan period, Turtle's Miscellany. And then sonnet, introduction of sonnet, Wyatt and Surrey. So these are the topics we must clear before entering into the Elizabethan period. I cannot remember if I miss anything, but I mostly remember that these are the topics we have to discuss before entering into the Elizabethan period. So you must go through these videos, and because they are all are separate and important topic. And now in Elizabethan poetry we will discuss part by part. Sidney, then Spenser, then Shakespeare, other poets, and then we have to discuss sonnet cycle. The sonnets, there are so many sonnet cycles in Elizabethan period, by Sidney, by Spenser, by Daniel, by Shakespeare. So we have to discuss these things in general. So this is the mind map, this is the planning to fight. And now for Elizabethan prose, we have to discuss the prose writers separately. For drama, we have to do the same. University wits, we will already discuss it. And then later, Shakespeare's drama and other minor writers we will have to discuss. And it will take too much time to cover all these areas minutely. But whatever we will do, we will just erase our enemy soldiers perfectly. So no one will be there whom we cannot recognize. We will do this step by step, and every person will take and discuss in detail. Not in general, Elizabethan poetry in general, not in this way. I think it will be much better that we will just Elizabethan poetry, so we will discuss one day Sidney. Even we have to discuss their writings separately. Some important writings like Fairy Queen, you have already read about it, I think, in literary topics. Fairy Queen, we have already discussed. Fairy Queen, Astrophel and Stella, Arcadia, the defense of poetry. These major groundbreaking literary pieces we have to discuss separately. So it will be long journey, but it will be interesting. Not like that Renaissance, same topic, same thing, just variegated ways. But here will be different topics. Arcadia, Astrophel and Stella, Amoretti, sonnet cycles. So I think if I discuss them part by part, it will be more contemplative for you, more understandable to you, and you will take note from them, and it will be more beneficial. Okay, so today I just want to say this, that we are going to read Elizabethan period, and we are going to read Elizabethan period in this way. First we will make a video, we will talk in that video about the general features of Elizabethan period, how Elizabethan period is separate from other periods, and why Elizabethan period is termed as a glorious time. Okay, so bye. You can make this note, plan in your way.